don't know. What's the matter with you? Didn't you see the chicken? I can't believe you.
Look like this bunch of yours needs some work, Johnny.
Let's help him, Willie.
Come on.
Come on, Debbie. That was a terrible play. You just can't catch the ball. You got to know what's going on.
Hey, hold it, Louis. Let's break this up. Debbie's a teammate of yours, and that's no way to treat a teammate, because if she makes a mistake, those things happen, okay?
Yeah, she just cost us a run. She has to pay attention on the field.
Now, wait a minute. Settle down. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine that has a lot to teach you. Meet Willie Stargell, former Pittsburgh Pirate. I asked Willie to come by today because he not only knows a lot about playing baseball, but he also knows what it takes to win. The Pittsburgh Pirates were the only team Willie Stargell ever played for, and in his 21-year career, he helped lead the Bucks to 6 National League Eastern Division titles and 2 World Championships. Because of their heavy hitting, the Pirates have long been known as the Lumber Company, and Willie was the chairman of the board. He was named captain of the Pirates in 1972, taking over from the great Roberto Clemente. Willie was respected for his gentle spirit as well as his power at the plate, which struck fear in the hearts of the National League pitchers. He was the National League's co-MVP in 1979 and also won MVP honors in the playoffs and World Series that year. Willie's crowning moment came in the 7th game of the 1979 series against Baltimore when his 6th-inning home run won the game and the championship for Pittsburgh. Willie retired after the 1982 season, closing one of the great careers in baseball history.
Hey, Willie, how come the Pirates have those stars on their caps? No other team wears them.
Well, Debbie, a few years ago, I decided to give stars to my teammates who did something exceptional on the ball field. Now, anytime you have a winning team, there takes a lot of little things to make up a winner. And when one of my teammates did something exceptional, I gave him a star.
Wow, that's neat. Can I have one?
Yeah, me too.
Hold on, chicken. I just don't give these stars away. You have to earn them. Wait a minute, chicken. Forget it. You got to be a loony bird if you think you can bribe me into giving you a star.
Come on, chicken. You know he can't be bought. I mean, he was the captain of one of the most successful teams in baseball.
Willie, I bet you got to be captain because you're the biggest player on the team, right?
Nah, I bet it was because he was the smartest.
Couldn't have been because you're the fastest runner.
No, it wasn't for any of those reasons.
Then what was it? How did you become captain?
Well, Debbie, that's not a very easy question to answer.
I think Willie's a little too modest to answer you, Debbie. Let me try. Willie was the guy the Pirates always turned to in tough situations. He was always cool and controlled when the pressure was on, and he knew just what to say to a nervous pitcher to settle him down in a jam, or what to say to a struggling hitter to inspire him. He also was very supportive of a teammate who made a mistake.
And that reminds me of what I saw on the field a few moments ago. Now, Louis, you were right. Debbie did make a mistake by not getting rid of the ball after Johnny was out. But rather than yell at her, you should tell her what she did wrong, encourage her to shake it off, and be more aware the next time. Okay, now, everybody back to where they were, and Rick, you hit.
All right, ready, Mike?
Yeah,
Let's go.
that's okay with me.
Well, Debbie, anytime there's a play at first, and it's a man on second, and he's rounding third, you do one thing. You grab the ball, you run in towards the infield, and you look him back. And if you do have to make a throw, then you're close enough in the infield and you can throw the ball to third base. But the primary purpose is to run in and look him back, and once he sees that's happening, that runner usually go back to third. Okay, now you try it, Debbie. Okay? And Rick, you hit, okay? That's the way. Nice job, Debbie.
Well, I've got such a good teacher.
Well, thank you, Debbie. Now, what would you do in the same situation if the ball gets past the second baseman and goes into right field?
Gee, I don't know. What would I do?
Well, then you've got to be the cutoff person for the play at the plate.
Ah, yes, the cutoff play. Above all, the cutoff play is a team play. Everybody has to work together to make it happen. When the ball goes to right field with men on, the first baseman lines himself up between the ball and the plate and raises his arm to give the right fielder a good target. The right fielder has to make a low throw so the first baseman can cut the ball off if he has to. The catcher tells him whether he should cut it or let it go through because he's got the whole field in front of him. The catcher will yell for a cutoff if he thinks the runner is going to score and there's a good chance of getting the hitter out at second base.
So you see, it does take teamwork.
Boy, Willie, that looks like a tough play. I don't know if I can do it.
You can do it, Debbie. Just relax and concentrate. Come on now, make me proud of you. Remember, line up between the right fielder and home plate. Give him a good target and listen for Sam's order. You can do it. Okay, Chicken, you ready to run over there? Let's go, Rick. A ball to right field, please. There it is. Debbie, you lined up perfectly and gave him a good target. But you've got to listen for Sam's call. Remember, it's a team play. By not cutting off the ball, you let a runner move into scoring position. Now, let's try it one more time. Debbie, this one's for me.
You got it, Willie.
Let's go, Rick. Beautiful, Debbie. I'm very proud of you. Now, let's do it one more time, and let's see if we can't do a little bird hunting on this one. Okay, Rick, one more.
Let it go! Let it go! Let it go! Yeah, all right.
Man, we really nailed that chicken. Nice play, Devin. Way to go.
All right. It sure was. That's just the way the pros do it. And for that, you get some stars. All right. Sam. All right. Debbie, of course. And where is Andy? And Louie. All right. Wait a minute. And that's it. No way, Bird Brain. A player that just got thrown out at home plate, you want a star? No way, man. What do you think, gang?
Maybe tomorrow, Chicken.
No, I went to Star, not one of your dumb feathers.
Maybe you'll give me one later. No, Chicken, I don't want any of your feathers.
Boy, those kids really like those stars, Willie. It was nice of you to do that.
Well, Johnny, they certainly earned them.
I want to talk about Willie. Willie Stargell has hit 475 home runs in his major league career, which ties him for 14th on the all-time home run list.
That's right, Sherman. Willie Stargell rates as one of the greatest power hitters in baseball history.
I didn't want to embarrass you in front of the bunch by telling them that you're also second on the all-time strikeout list with 1,936. Chicken. Chicken.
What's with him?
Oh, he's trying to tell you that I'm second on the all-time strikeout list. But, Chicken, you can stop laughing because it's something that I'm certainly not ashamed of. As a matter of fact, all power hitters have a tendency to strike out on occasions.
That's right. And Willie has a career batting average of 282. Here's how you do it, right, Willie? You mean that's how he hits? No wonder he strikes out so much. No, this is the way Willie gets ready to hit. Why'd he do that?
Rick, I'll show you. When you get ready to hit, it's important that you feel relaxed and comfortable so you're prepared for the pitch. If you're tight and uncomfortable, you'll never get a hit. You've got to be relaxed and feel good at the plate. Windmilling helps me do that, and this is how I do it. Strike one.
Hey, Johnny, how do you get comfortable at the plate?
Well, I don't windmill like Willie does. In fact, I don't move much at all. I just like to get into a stance that I like, and I'm set. But every player has his own way of getting set. My old teammate Joe Morgan pumps his arm like it's a chicken wing. Mike Hargrove of the Cleveland Indians goes through an elaborate series of fidgets before he's ready to hit. And Ricky Henderson of the Oakland A's gets into a deep crouch. But as Willie has learned, sometimes the ball is going to fool you no matter how well you get set.
Looks like you were a little too relaxed for that one, Willie.
It was pretty weird, but that doesn't happen all the time. Hey, Andy, how about let me see you set up at the plate?
You bet.
Hey, Andy, are you comfortable and relaxed, and is that the way you normally set up?
Sure. If it works for you, I know it'll work for me.
Okay, let him fly, chicken. Hey, Andy, are you sure that gets you comfortable and ready to see the pitch?
Well, it didn't feel too good, but I was trying to hit like you do.
Hey, you won't hit like anybody else unless you find your own way of getting set up there. Don't try to copy someone else unless it really works for you. And take a stance that really feels comfortable. Come on, try it again, Andy. That was real good, Andy. Say, Johnny, this bunch of yours learns pretty fast. And for good work like that, you deserve a reward. Chicken, no way. For pitching a ball and a hitter hitting it that far, look at that ball, it's still going. No way you deserve a star. Sorry.
Oh, no way, chicken. I wouldn't trade these stars for anything. Hey, Willie, how about hitting a few for us?
Well, my playing days are over, but I've got a few more swings left in me.
Retired too soon, old-timer. I want to thank you for coming by and helping my team out.
Thank you, Johnny.
Willie, we'd like to thank you for the instructions in the stars, and we'd like to have this.
All right.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Debbie, and the bunch, Johnny. Boy, this is really nice. I've certainly enjoyed myself. But before I leave, there's one thing I feel that I must do. Chicken, come here. You know, for being such a good sport and keeping your team loose, what do you think, Bunch? Don't he deserve a star?
Yeah!
There you go, Chicken. For me, a feather. An official chicken feather. Oh, thank you, Chicken. All right. Okay, well, I'll see you, gang. Johnny, Chicken, bye now.
Boy, it sure was nice that Willie Stargell would give us these stars, wasn't it, Bunch? Yeah.
It was sure nice. Willie was very nice to come by.
Yeah, he's the greatest.
And it sure was nice of Willie to give you a star, too, Johnny. I bet he wouldn't have given you one a few years ago.
Why not?
Well, Johnny's Reds and Willie's Pirates met 4 times in the National League playoffs during the 1970s, and Johnny's Reds won 3 out of the 4 times.
That's right, Sherman. It was a great rivalry for a lot of years. In 1970, the Reds swept the playoffs 3-0, even though Willie batted .500 in the series. In 1972, it was a little closer. The Pirates had been world champions in 1971, and our '72 playoff was a classic. The series was tied at 2 games each, and the Pirates were leading by a run going into the bottom of the 9th when a fellow named Bench stepped to the plate and evened the score. 2 outs later, a wild pitch by Bob Moose allowed George Foster to score, and the Reds were National League pennant winners once again. In 1975, the Big Red Machine was in full gear, and we again swept the Pirates 3 games to none. We scored 19 runs in the series to 7 for Pittsburgh and went on to win the first of 2 straight world championships. But in 1979, the Pirates had their revenge. Willie Stargell led the way to a 3-game sweep as he earned MVP honors with a .455 batting average, 2 home runs, and 6 RBIs. And Pittsburgh was on its way to a world championship.
Boy, Johnny, you've been playing the majors for a long time. Willie retired after the 1982 season. Are you ready to retire?
Whoa, hold on there. There's still a few seasons left in this old body. And besides, there's a lot of major leaguers who are still playing good baseball who are older than I am. Besides, you're only as old as you feel. Oh, I think I said some magic words.
Right you are, Johnny. Take it from a wise old wizard. Baseball is a game for the young at heart, no matter how old you are.
Someday you're gonna be old. Bless your soul. Someday you'll be old. One day you'll be full of life, and life won't owe you nothing. You'll be wise because you've experienced it all. Well, you might have a few aches and pains, but you still keep struggling, 'cause you don't want to give up on this good thing. Someday you're gonna be old. Bless your soul. Someday you'll be old. So get the best of every day, 'cause every moment is precious. Don't let your past catch up with you. You ought to think about what you do before you do it. Try and develop self-control, 'cause it don't take long before your youth is gone and all the time starts coming on. Someday you're gonna be old. Bless your soul. Someday you'll be old. Someday you'll be old, yeah.
So you see, even as the years go by, baseball can keep you young. Because above all, baseball is fun. It's fun to play, and it's fun to watch. The players that you just saw are still going strong because they still have a youthful spirit and enthusiasm. They have a good time on the ball field. So my words for today are, be enthusiastic.
All right, more wise words from the Wiz. Let's review what Willie taught us today. Louis, what did Willie teach us about reacting to a mistake by a teammate?
You should support them and encourage them to do better next time because you're both on the same team.
That's right, and that's very important. What else?
If there's a hit to right field with anybody on base, the first baseman is the cutoff man for the throw home.
Right. Anything else?
Get relaxed and comfortable at the plate, and don't copy anybody else's style, unless it works for you.
And don't be embarrassed if you strike out. Happens to everybody.
Sounds like we learned a lot today, and we learned it well. Let's go play. Whoa, wait a minute. What is it, chicken? Oh, feathers. All right. Real good.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Chick.
Now.
Chick.
This is like a story, too, yeah.
Thanks, Chick.
Oh, the star? The I did take your star, didn't I, Chick? Okay. Join us next time for more feathery fun with our fine, foul friend. Join us next time on the Baseball Bunch. Let's go, Bunch.